straight into guest of the week, Heinrich du Preez, Managing Director, EV Global, joining us. How's it going, Heinrich?
Funny, hi. How's it, Peter? So it's CEO.
Oh, CEO. Oh, sorry, got it wrong. I just wanted him to say it. How's it going with you?
Yeah, so we're busy on the EV side. We had a discussion before the program. We honestly believe we're on the start of the wave of EV. I spent a couple of months in the UK in 2019, just before lockdown.
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister of Ireland said that they need 180,000 electric vehicles registered on their roads within the next 10 years. And for every new industrial building coming up, they want 1 out of 10 parkings allocated for EV charging stations. So yeah, between Europe and China, there's a big war on EV. Half the fleets in all the Chinese major capitals are already, half the bus fleets are full electric.
Yeah.
So, I think we're just on the start of a wave of EV. I think we, as a third world country, we're a little bit behind.
Yes.
But yeah, we're going to catch up. Like we always say, technology takes about 3 years to get to South Africa, and then another 3 years to get to Bloem. But yeah, I think there's exciting times ahead. And from our point of view, we're not really into the real roadworthy EV cars.
Yes.
There's a lot of other applications for EV. From EV wheelbarrows to EV cherry pickers, guys using EV on farms. So, it's an evolving market.
Okay, we'll get into that. But I think let's start off with EV Global.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the company? How long have you guys been around? What do you do exactly? What offerings and products do you guys have?
Yeah, so EV Global started off in 2009 as a company called Golf Car SA, because in South Africa EV's been here for a very long time,
Yes.
but only for golfers. A couple of years ago, the two-wheeler or the two-seater cars became four-seaters with the rise of golf estates, the security villages, if we can call them that.
Yep. Yes.
And, we started off as Golf Car SA, and in 2019, we started to franchise our business. It was our 10th year as an EV supplier. And we then saw the opportunity to bring more EV products into our fold. And hence the name EV Global. We can't be Golf Car SA outside the borders of this country.
Sure.
And we're opening up our first franchise in the UK in this month.
Okay.
We're opening up a franchise in Mauritius. So we're really going to be EV Global. And now we've got a lot of other products. We do electric wheelchairs, we do electric forklifts, we do electric bicycles. We've got a motocross off-road motorcycle that will probably beat any 250cc out there. And the nice thing is that with EV, you've got power immediately. You don't wait for revs to pick up to get to your power band. So, yeah, we do a lot of products, and we focus on all the stuff that happens within golf estates. Driving down to the clubhouse, you need an EV.
Yeah.
So, what typically are some of the, we obviously know golf carts, but what are some of the brands and some of the products that you have within the range? Because, I went onto the website and there was a lot.
Yeah.
And some very cool stuff, by the way.
Yeah, so the nice thing with us is we've grown to be such a player in the local market that, a lot of the vehicles are custom built for us by our suppliers, mainly in China. And, we've got naming rights of our cars. So we don't bring in brands, we bring in EVG products. So we've got the EVG Lux, which is our top of the range, luxurious four-seater car for golf estate use. Mm-hmm. And then we've got the EVG Lux Plus, which is an off-road vehicle, full off-road vehicle. But our vehicles are so advanced now that you can't really compare them to golf carts anymore.
Sure.
We've got reverse cameras on our cars as a standard feature. We've got full digital display with touch screen that tells you everything about the car. It tells you when the car needs to be serviced. So some of them are more advanced than cars driving on the road.
I'm sure.
There, look at the screen. Yeah, you can see on the website just some of the products. It's amazing, actually.
I think what I want to do before we carry on quickly is just to talk to the viewers again. Guys at home, if you have any questions for any of us, for Heinrich, please, you can pop those questions into the comments below the video. And also, please stay tuned because there's some fun coming up just after this interview. I don't know if you remember what's going to happen, but we're going to have some fun.
I'm going to beat him. I remember. It's like yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
All right, guys. So, yeah, please. And make sure that you share and like. And on YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel if you're watching on YouTube, on raceday.tv. And so, yeah, please, guys, get involved. This is why we do it live, so that you can be involved.
Part of the action.
That's it.
So Heinrich, obviously, with the motor industry, we deal with new cars and pre-owned vehicles. Do you guys do used EVs and refurbished EVs and the like?
Yeah, so unfortunately, our industry is governed by rand dollar. 99% of the products that we sell and that we service and maintain across our market are imported. So, we had a steep increase over the last couple of years.
Sure.
And that has opened the market to refurbish cars. So in our market, you get 3 cars. You get a second-hand car, which you sell on to your friend. You get a refurbished car with a lot of new spares going into the car. The most expensive part of EVs is the batteries. So we replace the batteries, and then you get the new cars. So I don't think there's somebody in the country that does refurbishment in the way that we do.
Look at that. That's not a refurbishment. That's a rebuild.
Yeah. So we go up to 14-inch mags on the cars. We put lifting kits on them. We put built-in radio systems. All the people that we employ are Red Seal, either Red Seal mechanics, Red Seal fabricators. We've got auto trimmers doing our stuff. So we do everything in-house. Our company is big enough that we can do everything in-house. So from when the car arrives as a second-hand until it leaves our shop as a fully rebuilt, we offer same warranties as on new cars because 90% of the stuff newly redone. So if you look at a simple thing like upholstery, we rebuild the seat. We don't recover the seat, we rebuild the seat. So everything in that seat, from the foam, everything is brand new. Sure. So you literally buy a brand new car, but at a fraction of the cost of a new car.
Yeah. Okay, so you told us and you mentioned that the company started in 2009, has grown. You guys started doing some franchising. So where can people find EV Global? Is it one head office here up in Joburg, Pretoria area, or are you guys all over the country at the moment? How many franchises?
So we've actually grown through COVID. We were one of those companies. We started franchising November 2019. Our first franchise opened literally a couple of months before. And most companies would have not survived franchising, and we've actually grown to 12 franchises yesterday, and we added another 2 this morning. So we're on 14 franchises. 7 of them are functional already. The other ones are opening within the next month or 2. And our target was to have 10 franchises by the end of the year, and it looks like we'll have 20. We're aiming for 20 franchises. Our company has grown in leaps and bounds, and we've got a lot of energetic people in our franchise business. We've got franchises operating from Polokwane to Nelspruit. The picture there is from our...
Where was that taken?
That's our Artebius Dam franchise.
Okay, that's just up the road from me.
It's alcohol-free champagne there.
Why?
I think it was in lockdown, so it was alcohol-free. Yeah, so and all our franchise, that's our Witbank franchise.
Okay.
All our franchises, we like the motor industry. You walk in, you can buy a new car, you can buy a refurbished car, you can buy spares, or you can have your car serviced.
It's exactly that, which is seriously also taking this to a next level.
Absolutely. You think golf cart is just,
Yeah, it's a fully fledged electric vehicle dealership, if I can call it that.
That's it. That's exactly that. And one of our prides of our business, we looked at a lot of franchise opportunities out there, and we offer our franchise owners the chance to get full return on investment within 6 months.
A good
franchise takes 2 years.
Yeah,
so we offer 6 months, and the way we structured it is to take the risk away from the franchisee, in the sense that we give you about 70% of the money you put in back in stock. Once that stock is sold, you've got your money back. and we give you the opportunity to own more than one franchise. So the quicker you make your money back, the quicker you can buy it.
Because I mean, you know, the old saying in the motor industry is, how do you make millions from the car industry? You start off with hundreds of millions.
I wanted to say billions.
So I'm glad to see that the guys are seeing, you know, a great return on investments very quickly. How does somebody go about getting a franchise? And is the franchise limited to the products that are within the golf cart type of structure, or is there other equipment?
Yeah, we registered with FASA, that's the Franchise Association of South Africa, so we're governed by them.
Okay.
So we do the entire process from the screening, you know, to applying for the franchise, to us going and looking at the site that you choose to have the franchise at. So we do the entire process, very simple. You go onto our website, evglobal.co.za. On the home screen, there's a big button, you know, join our franchise network, so you can get some information from that. Yes, and then, you know, there's a couple of areas. We only have 62 franchises available. We've already sold 12. You know, so the more we sell, the more expensive they'll get, obviously. But yeah, you know, we are an EV company. We're not a golf cart business. So
Sure.
even though that makes out a big part of what we do, and our roots hailed from that industry, we do all kinds of stuff. You know, electric wheelchairs, as I mentioned, wheelbarrows.
We've got some stuff here that we want to show. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's from Italy. Fioriniti. What is it called?
Fiorentini.
Fiorentina.
Yeah,
Sounds like
very
a,
easy.
sounds like a,
Fiorentina.
sounds like a tech.
Okay, so all of this sort of stuff is also part of this agreement. This you can obviously sell to commercial type of
Yes.
businesses and
Yeah, so
cleaning
Fiorentini is the
equipment.
oldest.
Zallies.
Yeah, Fiorentini is the oldest walk behind electric cleaning equipment since 1948. They've been around.
Cool.
So their stuff, anything cleaning wise, they do. Zallies, also Italian company, they do tuggers that can pull big aeroplanes. You know, so you can see their strong equipment, all lithium battery operated stuff. And we've also got the agency for them. So literally anything that you think of that can move a human being or goods with electrical power, that's what we do. From hoverboards to segways to, you know, literally anything you can get on that's electric.
I mean, we have a roaring debate amongst ourselves, and I think with some of our guests as well, in terms of the future of electric vehicles from a car point of view, from a passenger car point of view. And I know that's not necessarily a place that you operate in, but I mean, you must have an opinion about what the future holds for electric vehicles.
Yeah, so I'll answer it with 3 words: electric, electric, electric. so yeah, no, I'm
going to reply with recharge stations.
So yeah, you know, I'm the president of the Cobra Club, so I wish for fuel to always be there so we can have V8s.
Yeah.
I would die if I get in a Cobra and it's electric, but you know, I think we sort of in the middle of the transformation. Fuel has been there for a very long time, and I think it's still going to be there for a very long time. Especially in the third world countries who cannot support the infrastructure for electric. But like with the internet, you know, a few years ago, internet was not available. Now you've got it on your phone. So I think we'll move into that, and I think it's going to be a lot quicker in the years to come. But I believe that the future of the planet will be electric. Everything that we do will be electric because we've got the sun as the main power source. So, you know, to give you an answer, I'm also divided. You know, I want fuel to be there in a small way, but I think the future of the planet depends on us going electric.
Sure. So I want to wrap up the interview segment, part of the show tonight, with you telling us a little bit and finishing off with the franchise opportunity, because, you know, listening to you, I'm sitting here thinking
maybe we should chat.
Maybe we should chat. And,
Yeah, so next week there's no more show and you own a franchise. I'm happy with that.
So talk to us about, you said the return on investment is quite quick and good and whatever the case is, but I think I want to know how much it's going to cost me All right, and I need to know exactly. Obviously, I can go onto the website and contact you. But what else is there to know about this?
So let's talk about the money aspect quickly. Our franchises, we've built what I think, sort of world first on a franchise level. We're full turnkey. So there's no startup. You don't need any startup capital once you've bought the franchise, because we give you everything from branded clothing for your mechanics all the way up to your computers, your desks, full turnkey. We do the branding, we supply the vehicles
Shop
that you need, everything. Our entry-level franchises started at 1.5 million, excluding VAT. But as I said, you get more than 70% of that back in sellable stock, including parts, including accessories, and including vehicles. So that makes it a worthwhile franchise. Our franchises are not town-bound, so in Tama, Mpumalanga, we've got 2 franchises, one in Witbank, one in Nelspruit. So on the Witbank side, we could have gone Witbank, Middelburg, Ermelo, Bethel, and then put 6 or 7 guys down and make a lot of money, but that's not what we're all about. We want to give you a business that you can prosper and grow into, and then get into franchise fees. A lot of franchises charge up to 50% of net profit, so they believe if you make money out of their product and out of their idea, they want all the money. We don't work like that. We charge 16,800 excluding VAT per month, and that's all. If you make $1 million, great for you.
Oh wow! So it's not linked
scalable.
to the.
Not at all. 16,800 escalating yearly with 10%, but 16,800. And our belief behind that is, if I've got 20 franchises paying me that much, I've got enough money that I can put into national advertising, so everybody benefit. But for a single franchise to put 16,000 into his own advertising in this area, he can't do billboards, he can't do radio, probably have a couple of flyers that he hands out at the traffic lights. So we've redefined the way that franchises should work. And I think that's why we're so successful, that during COVID year, we sold 12 franchises, where a lot of guys, struggle to keep the lights on.
I mean, I think that, the reality is what's exciting for us and intriguing for us is that, we all know that a franchise business, if it's done properly, is very successful. But I think if we look at the food franchises as an example, they make a lot of money, but the escalations in rental give that food franchise a half-life of 5 years. So people have been looking for alternatives to go into a franchise environment. This is a really cool franchise environment. So I think maybe let's just revisit the website again, just to remind our viewers where they can go to.
So it's very simple. It's EV Global, and if you go on the website, you'll see there's a thing at the top that says join our network. It's also on the homepage, and if you just click there, you'll get straight to my email address, which is info@evglobal, and we set up a meeting, we show you the stuff, and we always say to potential franchise owners, I'm a businessman and I'm a salesman, so I'm going to sell you the franchise. But I want you to go to my existing franchises and go and talk to them and see their shops and see what they do. And most guys who go there to any of the franchises come back and say, I want to be a part of this.
Yeah. Well, I'm blown away and I'm convinced. Well done on your sales pitch.
Thank you.